Welcome back, and we still have the voice, the face, the beauty.
Oh.
See, 5'10", Mike, not 6 foot, but if you, yeah, the hills, okay, grand. Missy's still in the studio with us. Missy, grand to have you here, and I'm glad that I'm the one who's actually sitting on the couch with you here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and how do you get here today?
I went through, we were going to go straight, but then I had to go through Bagada.
Yeah, because of just in case you didn't know, there seems to be something happening on your route here at the Alakwe point. Where the bridge, the pedestrian bridge, it's no more because a truck. How does a truck get that high that you actually break a pedestrian bridge? But I hear it's been cleared off now.
Okay.
So perhaps maybe there's freer movement. So yeah,
And
but
maybe the driver
I was
a
at a
bit
point scared that you weren't going to make it. I was like, no, not Missy.
Oh no.
But
I'm very good with commitments.
Grand. So let's talk about you and what you do currently. Now,
Okay.
you've gone from radio to podcasting to everything else, and then now you are focused
actor.
on acting.
Yes.
Tinsel is your, let me say, everyday type of thing?
Yeah, Tinsel is my day-to-day,
daily
basically.
thing.
So the more, let's say, known productions that I've been in recently is Wura.
Oh, yeah.
Where I play Omolara, and she's a drunken lout. You know, she's like, her character is amazing. It is amazing because when I read the script and I got the character, I was like, what kind of woman is this? Basically. And then every time I get a script, I'm like, I'm blown away.
Okay, so walk us through that process of actually deconstructing who Missy Molu is and then reconstructing somebody like, what's her name? Omolara. And then you have the lady in Tinsel who's the event planner.
Yes, Kenny.
How do you reconstruct these personalities?
Okay, so let me give you a scenario. So when I first got on set with Wura, and I'm supposed to play Omolara, the director was like, you know, she'd say to me, okay, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way. And it just wasn't clicking. But then there was another scene, which is like the opening scene where you meet Omolara, where she's running inside and she's screaming, hey, this is my son's house, let me in, let me, you know, that's the first scene where you see her. And once I did that scene, for some reason, everything just clicked. I was like, now I get what kind of woman this person is. So this is who Omolara is, you know, that sort of thing. And once I did that scene, I could, you know, sort of understand it.
Okay.
So that's her. Then when I go on set and I'm playing Tinsel, and it's Kenny, who's the event manager, who's more reserved, you know.
Two different people.
Two very different people. So that one, for me, is not too much of a challenge, basically, because at one period of time, I have tried my hands at, you know, event management and planning and everything.
So
and
there's
I'm
experience
actually
there?
undergoing a course right now for that as well. So it's like, I'm like, okay, I get this one. This one's easier. There was another character that I play on The Hidden. Her name was Onyinye. And Onyinye was a woman who was completely broken. That woman allowed me to delve into my emotional side because she was doing a lot of crying and she was very distraught.
Did you find yourself going full 100 or did you stop just before?
No. It was
Went
like
100.
Yeah, because the director was amazing. So we'd have a chat right before the scene was shot, and he'd be like, action, and it was the emotions.
I'd like to see that actually. I want to see. Let's see a little bit of The Hidden, and let's see your character in that one.
Oh, okay.
There you were with the tears in your eyes and everything. Well, I don't know if I could actually do like full-on acting. Maybe comedy. Maybe play the philanderer or anything. But to actually go and be that emotional scares me because I think it's a recovery recovery process from that that I'm scared of.
Yeah.
Because when I get in my feelings, nah.
It's hard to get out of it.
It's hard to get out of.
Yeah.
And I've got things bottled up in there that I really have to dig deep in there and bring that out. And once they're out,
they won't go away.
I'm getting emotional right now.
You have to think about it. You have to deal with it.
Let's change the subject. Let's intrude into your life. Last time I saw you, you had 2 kids. All of a sudden, you say you have 3.
I have 3 now.
I didn't see you pregnant in Tinsel. What happened?
No. I wasn't pregnant. So basically, was it about a month and a half ago now? Almost 2 months ago. Let's say October.
You had a baby?
I had a child.
Oh, okay. That's different, is it?
Well, let me explain. I wasn't pregnant, and so my baby girl, right, that I call my daughter, is actually my cousin.
Oh.
So unfortunately, last year her mom passed away.
Okay.
And then my uncle, who's her dad, was very, very gravely ill, and then unfortunately he passed away
So sorry.
about 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
and everything. So, I mean, because we were anticipating it, I had said, you know, let me take her in,
What's her
basically.
name?
Oriofe.
Oriofe. How's Oriofe taking it?
Oriofe is, I think we've had like some behavioral issues, basically, but right now, she's settling down because, you know, we found her a nice little school that's small. So it's just, we want to be transitional, you know, with the adjustment period. Let her first go into a smaller school before joining her brothers in a larger school, so that, you know, she just gets used to the day-to-day, and it's done wonders for her.
I like what you're doing. It's very deliberate. You're already calling her your daughter, brothers, and that's very fantastic. Personally, I just think that this day and age, people don't do enough for kids who go through these kinds of instances, especially when it has to do with defining what mortality is for kids. During our time, we had Sesame Street and Mr. Hooper, when he passed, we understood that. Do you remember the never-ending story?
I do.
The horse, when the horse, that broke me up.
It was,
You know, so we understood it from, you know, a younger, I mean, much more substantially from a younger age. But these days, I think people just don't want to discuss mortality with young people because of that fear of making them cry or stuff like that. I don't know if I'm the one who's seeing it differently.
I think, to be honest with you, we're very emotionally in touch these days, and we're emotionally overprotective.
Are we softer?
Very much.
And making softer offspring?
Very much softer. Because everybody's doing this thing of, oh, you must have a better life than I did, and everything must be better for you. But I think we've gone so far into it that it's kind of hard, because there was a situation once where I was speaking to two other mothers, and we were talking about YouTube. And it's, for kids, YouTube is not appropriate, because you go from one video and the next thing you're watching something else. So I say to my kids, you can watch YouTube Kids, and they each have their own account, so they're watching what they like. And I was speaking to these other mothers, and they were like, oh, wow, you know, it's really hard. I can't get him to watch YouTube Kids. I was like,
you better.
Why? In my mind, I was like, why? You're his mother. You tell him what to do. But we've done this thing so much in this new generation where we're like, you tell me what you want. You tell me how to do it.
You're gonna have a good life. I'm gonna make sure that you never suffer.
No.
Have you met Mike? You met Mike, and
yes.
Mike is an advocate for bringing up children.
The way
as in,
we used to be.
Come on, girl, you go. Mike doesn't care for kids. It's like you have to live the. Mike, am I lying? No, you see, there he is. It's like, no, let them suffer. This is Sparta. We're not done with you. We still have to taste everything that's inside the kitchen, so don't go anywhere. Do stay tuned. It's a grand show today, because we also have a very small game that we're going to include Miss In. Yes, we're going to milk everything out of you today.
Yay.
You're going to love this. It's called Geography, by the way, and it's fun. We'll play it soon. Stay tuned.